Welcome back to Old School. We've had some time to relax after getting pretty frustrated with some of the mods and some of the features of the game last episode, but we will prevail. We'll move on. We will, turn a new leaf. It's April. It's spring. Let's go ahead and get all of these strawberries sold and the eggs. We do have almost 3,000 eggs to our name right now. We have a wheat field that's ready to be harvested, as well as some plans that we got to figure out how to sell that silage as fast as possible because I want that new chicken shed. Now, the supermarket was apparently the best place to sell this today, so we will loop around back here, around the Dollar General, and sneak right up here. And go ahead and see what our total is. Oh, 13,000 for the first group. Apparently we pulled a little bit too far forward. And 39,000 total, another about 3,000 there. So pretty good morning so far. Let's go ahead and head home and figure out if we want to harvest or play with silage next. Now we can use our own workshop to customize this back to a grain trailer or grain truck. So that's all prepped for the harvest. I think we do want to get some of this sold. Go ahead and uncover it. Why can't we just uncover the whole thing? That's so silly. All right, what equipment do we want to use for that? Probably the John Deere and the forage wagon. Let's see if we can get that all uncovered first though. If I remember, where did we put our buckets? Way over there. Okay. All right, we got the forks dropped off there. Now let's see if we can sneak back here and get the bucket. All righty. And again, like we did a couple weeks ago, we will sneak up here and get this all uncovered, if we can remember the little tricks. Oh, we have straw in here. We got to drop that off. We'll just put that right there. That will cause problems. And then lower now. Will you let us, please? Oh, man. There we go. All right, all uncovered. Let's go ahead and just drop that because we don't need that. And we will park this here for now, grab the John Deere, and start loading that up. We'll do a couple trips. We'll see how quickly money's adding up here and how quick these trips feel this morning, but we do need to make sure we get to that harvest today and probably get that other field planted would be an ideal plan. So let's get started. And these first loads are always the easiest. We don't have to move any of it. We just drive up on it. When we get towards that back area, I gotta start getting a little tricky with it, get the silage a little closer. But let's see where it's the best price today. And we're going all the way to town. What joy. Long drives all day. Just doing this drive one more time has me thinking I've spent a lot of time going back and forth on this drive. I'm not sure this is the most efficient way to do things. So we're gonna sell this one and then we're gonna try something out. Let's see what is this? Silver Run Market is paying us today. Just about, okay, 5,500. We'll take it. But let's head home and we're gonna give something a shot. And forgive me if it doesn't feel too old school, but this is where we're at. All right, not the most old school setup, but I think this will do. And I do know conveyor belts are a thing that have been around for a long time, just not necessarily these models. So you'll have to forgive me. I was looking online and just kind of fell short of finding things. And to be completely honest, there's a little bit of issue with some of the mod sites right now where there's scripts being added to some mods that aren't officially Giants mods that are approved by Giants that are causing, potential viruses or malware is the technical word. So I decided to not really risk it right now and be careful because I couldn't find anything that I liked that wasn't from sites I didn't trust. So at least that's the reasoning I'm going with it, and this is going to speed us up because this gravity wagon has a pretty good capacity, so I think this is a good call. We will have to detach the truck every time we sell, but that's the least of our concerns with this setup. That's definitely something that's doable. All right, first load, almost 30 yards. Make it a lot less trips and a vehicle that we can drive a lot faster. Let's get to the store and see what one load of this setup brings in. All right, here we go. So the back there brought in just under 10,000. Let's go ahead and detach this and dump the silage in the back truck. This is gonna be a lot smaller of an amount here. Probably about 3,000. Oh, 4,000. So about just under 15,000 per trip. Well, we're a little bit over halfway done with unloading the silage pit, and I think it's time to take a break and shift to harvesting. We can get the rest later. We really don't have to sell it today if we don't want to. We don't plan on filling up the pit anytime soon. So we'll go ahead and get that going. I want to shut these off though, so they're not just burning fuel. There. Oh, those connect. No shot. That's cool. All right, those are off. And we'll get to harvesting. We are back in the harvester for the first time in a little bit. So let's make sure we have swath enabled. It is enabled. Okay. So we're dropping some straw. Gonna get a little bit of extra income for that. It looks like we just missed a spot. Gotta be careful. So this will be good food for the chickens, but with the expansion we're getting ready to do, I think it's gonna be time to expand this field instead of just planting right away. We also have that big grass field that we cultivated last episode that we could take advantage of as well. But this is going nice. I think the harvester is what causes the yield to be like this, inconsistent. Not 100% sure. It might be the map. I don't know. This map's been a little different the entire time we've been playing on it, but we are getting 218 bushels an acre. So that's pretty good, 35% full already. And I think it's time to buy something to store grain as well, since we're gonna want a lot larger fields soon. And I do have a decent silo in mind that can handle multiple types of grain. So we'll be looking at that, trying to find a good location for it. That's not gonna intrude on any space that we wanna make for fields. But yeah, it's going good. Still hovering around about 218 bushels an acre. Dropped a little bit below it, but it's doing pretty well. While that's unloading, just kind of taking a look here, and this does open, so we don't want to intrude on that too much. But I do think right here would be a good place for one of these silos. It's going to cost us 30 grand. We're going to go with this one right here. And let's bring it a little bit off of the chicken coop there, and about right so. Just because it's new and I want to try it, let's do it. Might be beneficial to top off the 2 chicken houses here, though oh man, kind of want to get rid of them when we do the big move, but we'll do that slowly. This will be the last time we fill this up. That gives us 7 months-ish to make that move. We might just sell these chickens off to the slaughterhouse. Don't tell them. There's a spot. Drop a few more bushels here. 15. So they went through a good amount. And now let's try out our new silo. Very, very nice. This will work out good. We'll do some more decorating and make it look like the ground is worn out a little bit over time from us driving on it. Let's get this all hooked back up. We probably don't need the gravity wagon, but I don't know. It's kind of fun. All right, let's let that sit while we jump back in the harvester and get back to work. Another harvest finished. Just this last little section here to pick up, and then we'll drop it off in the gravity wagon and go from there. We will have to get back to selling the silage because I do want enough cash to buy that new chicken coop today. So get that unloaded, and let's go in here and see how we're doing. Over 200 bushels so far, and if we look at our inventory, we can see that we have, oh yeah, it shows the wrong numbers on here. This one shows the right one. 46 bushels in the silo. So we're gonna hold off on topping off these chickens over here because they should have plenty of barley left. Yeah, 22,000. And they're probably gonna get relocated, and we're gonna reclaim this land as well, I'm thinking. Still unloading nice there. We'll hop in here so we can get the harvester prepped to get cleaned. Go ahead and shut the auger wagon. Close the auger, and we'll hop in here. I think it'll fit. Yeah, it fits perfect. Any bigger headers, not gonna do it. At least not attached like that. So let's hop over here, get this all washed down, and I think we have another harvest coming here in a month. So we'll get this all put away though, back to where it was this morning after it's clean. Let's hop in here, and I can't see the button. That's interesting. So when we're out here with our little interactive buttons, you can open the door, but I couldn't see it when I was inside, and then this folds it on up. That's pretty neat. All right, so we'll just go ahead and put it through our little drive-through area here for safekeeping, and that should do it. Perfect. Let's get the grain moved around. And we did figure out that we could tip both of these at the same time. It was just in the silage pit where we're having problems with that. So now we should be able to unload this, switch to the truck, and unload the wheat. Pretty cool looking silo. And we'll go ahead and get that going again. I think this one was shut off. Let me in. Turn on start engine, turn on conveyor belt, and then that should be good. There we go. All right, let's get a tractor set up on the windrower, and we're gonna row all that up and then bale it. I think you can do the job here. Go ahead and pull this forward while we have a second. Keep on unloading. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. Good. There we go. All right, so what we're gonna do with the Comfort King here is we're gonna set up a worker. They're going to rake this up in nice rows for us, and then we will use the same course to pick up the straw and turn it into bales. So we should be able to just get right about here. Go into course play. We'll clear the existing course, and then we'll do, yeah, that looks good. And first waypoint. That should be good. But then before we forget, we'll go in here. We will create a folder. Let's see. I named this. I think this is the first field. We'll do that. We will save the course. We'll activate that. And give us a course name of row bale. And then we'll be able to load that course on a different tractor if we choose to not use the Comfort King. All right, that's still close. We're almost full. And quite a bit left to move. Definitely hoping we're well over 100,000 when we get done. Oh, brakes aren't as good as I thought they were. All right, make some more money. Boy, this takes forever. Same price, a little bit less than it was earlier today, but I think we're still good. We might want to check the prices while we're filling up the next load to make sure we're still selling to the best price location. Let's head back and get some more, and I think it's gonna be about 4 more trips. Now, let's see what we have left in here. We opened up F1, still 100 yards, so I think, yeah, about 4 more trips. While we're waiting for another load to fill up, we're gonna head out here, grab the spreader, and get some lime put down on this field out here. Hoping the fence doesn't end up being in the way too much. We might have to adjust the field if that's the case, but we'll see how far this lime gets us. Shouldn't be in too bad of a condition. Nope, it's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and just get it to a perfect state. And there they go. We'll probably take this over after we're done selling the silage, because we're gonna get this field planted today. See how our worker here's doing. They got 12 minutes to go. Taking your time, huh? This little field? Yeah, it's a little rake, so it makes sense. And this is going pretty good. Not using too much product, which is ideal here. And almost full, perfect timing. Well, after this load, we are over $100,000. Most of that's gonna get spent pretty quickly here, but let's go get the rest of the silage and see where we're sitting at. We do have the gravity wagon and one of the conveyor belts leased. So we want to keep that in mind when we do our next purchases. Wow. Did not think they'd get done that fast. We're still moving silage. But that's a positive. And plenty of lime left over. Might as well go get the cedar all hooked up. Oh no, it's still going. I'm losing my mind. It's done though. It's done. There we go. There is a new building that I'm wanting to place down. We're going to hop out right here. Go into this menu. Go to, I believe it's containers. Yes, right here. This one's the fertilizer hut. We want the seed hut here. So this will give us seed, lime, and herbicide. We're going to put that right there. We're going to come around on the other side here. And we're going to put down the fertilizer hut, which could get us solid or liquid fertilizer. Very nice. And I think it's a nice little addition to the buildings, and the way they're facing is based on function, not necessarily looks there. Let's go ahead and hop in here, and we should be able to just pull up here, buy the seed we need, and I think I need to open up. What do we do here? No, let's shut this off, get the rest of the silage sold while we're killing a little bit too much time here. Should be one little bit left when we get back. Won't even fill up, probably won't even fill up the truck. Then we're back to 100,000 after buying those little buy stations. Like we're getting ripped off by this worker here. There's no way it should take that long. Come on, man. All right, this is our last trip. Bunker should be emptied here momentarily. Hoping it'll all fit in the truck. It's gonna keep on going, huh? We got 10 liters. Okay, so our yards we will need to pull forward, but not a ton going in the gravity wagon. All right, all set. Let's go get it sold. And last silage sailing of the day. Oh boy, it's $108,000. That'll give us enough money to purchase the new building and have it delivered. Let's get home and get that done, and then we'll put some more wheat in the ground. Not sure where that's gonna live. That'll work for now. Let's head on out to the grass field and pick out this location. All right, I think I want to go from this direction so we make sure we don't put it too far back. And I think I have everything turned on that I need. So we'll go into animals, chickens, and it is the large old chicken coop. So if we look here, there's doors there, there's doors there. 87,000. Let's give us enough room, try to get a nice angle on it. And about right there. Now, let's look over here. I think we wanted this side the other way. Let's go take a look. We might redo that. Wow, this field's so much bigger than I thought it was. No wonder I'm so annoyed when I cut it. This is a huge grass field. Man, what are you birds doing on our new building? All right, so it looks like it raised the ground a little bit. Oh, the icons are not on. They are on. Where's all our icons? We gotta go in here for them? Ooh. Look at this place. Interesting. That's where we put the food? Okie dokie, what do you tell me? What's happening? Did those just open for the chickens? Oh, they're food. Interesting. This is pretty cool. Uh-huh. Close that. Open this up. Sneak through here. Got a nice little trash can. Place to get the eggs out of. Okay. Nice little entrance here as well. This is a pretty cool shed. And walk over that. Go ahead and make sure this door is shut. And let's get a few in here. Yep. We'll get a rooster. And then let's start with, we don't want to overdo it in here, and we want these ones to reproduce a lot. We're gonna go with 20. It's gonna be 2,000 eventually, and it's gonna take a little bit of time, but that's what we're gonna start with. Let's take a look in here. All right, let's get them some food over here. And I went a little light on the amount of chickens because we don't have a lot of spare food right now, and I want to learn a little bit about how much they're gonna eat before we go crazy on that. So I guess we decided not to flip it around. Okay, that's gonna drive me nuts. Let's stop right now. So spin it like so. Try to line it up about exactly where it was. And get this angle, because that did seem to help. Go about right there. And I hope I did that right this time. And let's fix the money. We're gonna set it to a random $19,000 number. And this truck should fit in here pretty easily. Can't really see well in here. And will it not let me dump this because we don't have any chickens? Let's find out. I think that might be the case. Select there, we'll buy you again. And we'll go here and let's just do 60. Okay, now, will you let me dump it? What is it with this game? I accidentally quit. I was trying to open a debug menu and I quit. Well, let's see if it likes this, and just didn't like the truck. And yeah, I'm a little back to where we were the other day. Can't do this. All right, let's try this. Control F4. Maybe it's Control F5. Okay, let's look and see. This is the hitbox, maybe? Maybe it's got to go right here. Nope. If there's anything outside, there's definitely no object here. Unless it's all the way on that. Nothing outside. Maybe, does this tell me? F lift dispenser. Lower dispenser. Okay. Well, I've been trying around a few things and I just quit again. So I've now unintentionally exited twice. There was not rage quitting this time. I did a little research. We figured out it's actually a pretty cool little chicken coop. We're gonna go over there, see if we can get it to work. I think it'll be just fine. So you open this thing up and I'll show you. We'll hop in there. And you click right here and it contracts it, or we open it on up. So we don't necessarily have to come in here with the truck for this part. But from what I saw, we're gonna have to get something to get the eggs in there. So yeah, now we're able to. Beautiful. All right, that's all loaded up. Now we can come in here and close that. Very nice. And the chicken's food is on the ground, so I guess we can stop them from eating apparently by doing this. And it raises it. But I don't know if that's functional. Put that back down for them to eat. And then over here is where all the eggs are gonna spawn. There's our spawn spot. That'll be fun. I have a forklift in mind for that though. All right, let's go ahead and close all this up. We will deal with more chicken stuff later, but it's getting late. It's getting late. We need to get some seed in the ground, and it's a big field. Got wheat selected. We got full of fertilizer and seed. So we'll go ahead and, oop, well, that was a little too early. Go ahead and lower it and get to planting. But yeah, this is already looking great. And while that's planting, we did have a worker take over momentarily before I finished that because I wanted to just end this episode real quick. We're gonna purchase the gravity wagon. The belt system we cannot afford yet. So we have $5,000 to our name and a good amount of equipment. Looking pretty good. Let's get back out there and we'll finish the job for Brandon, and I'll see you next episode.